everybody! Welcome back to another character drawing with me, Bob Belcher. This actually kind of hurts now that I'm smiling and like really feeling it. But today we are drawing Bob Belcher from Bob's Burgers. It is one of my all-time favorite shows. I would have the background, but today, let's see if I can move around enough. We are going to be having this lovely background painted by the lovely Justin Forbes. He made his own rendition of the Asner family. What? In Bob's Burgers style. So this is Matt Asner, little guy. But I think it's pretty great. And I think they're just missing Charles, though, right? You're missing Charles in this photo. Yeah, there's one more sibling, technically. Before his time. He wasn't born yet. But anyways, this is my family in Bob's Burgers form. Anyways, hello, welcome back. A little different today. Got an outfit on. But every single Tuesday, we draw a new character, and today we're doing Bob Belcher from Bob's Burgers. This is a live show, so if you want to say something, or if you have like a favorite episode of Bob's Burgers, I'd love to hear it. Or if you have a suggestion for future character drawings, I'd love to hear it. So write it below or above. I don't know where it is. But yes, so all you're going to need for this class every single week is a pencil, a paper, a mustache. I'm joking. And a nice sturdy surface. And also an eraser. That's important. We do some erasing around here. All right. That is going to be it. Let's get started. You came to draw. Let's do it. Okay, here is our character. Just a little bit fuzzy here. Give us a moment. Looks kind of scary, like ghosts are behind him. Anyways, so this is our character. He's looking at us straight on, if you could see. So that means that we are going to be doing a basically like completely symmetrical character once again. I'll bring it up a little bit closer for you folks. The only thing that's a little bit different on either side is that we've got a little bit of spike, a swooped dew on one side, and a little pocket. So what I suggest doing is taking your piece of paper and folding it right down the middle, because we will be needing a nice guideline to see where the center of our face is and our body. So there we go. Can't really see it that well, so I'm going to draw a little line going straight up the middle, just like that, and that's going to be our guide. So you're going to start off with a nice line going down the middle. Get out a ruler if you need it. And we always want to start with a shape we're pretty familiar with, right? So let's get a real close look at our friend Bob, and we're going to see that his face is pretty oval, right? It's a pretty ovally shaped head. So we are going to start in the center of our line here. Let's see if we can just get our Bob right there in the corner for us. And we're just going to start with our oval and see how I'm doing nice, smooth strokes. Very light is most important here. When we're making our first sketch, you always want to make sure it's nice and light. I am just kind of going over my lines until I find the perfect oval that I'm looking for. And something that's very common in all of the Bob's Burgers character designs is that they have this head that kind of continues into their neck. They've just got one just long neck, kind of like, I think they're all like kind of double chin in a little bit. So we're going to kind of start to make our oval a little bit rounder on the bottom here, make it a little bit more ovally. And, you know, if this method of going back and forth is not your style, just try and start to make your oval more of like an egg shape, with the top being a little bit skinnier than the bottom. So there we go. Some nice round cheeks. And for this character, I think we're going to start from the bottom to the top, because I think there's like a great reference here, which is like this little chin, and then we can work our way up and see the distance from the mouth to the chin and so on. So I'm just going to make the swoop of the neck here just by adding a nice curved line, getting kind of close to our center line and doing the same thing on the other side. Two nice curved lines, like backwards parentheses. And then this is the most important part, folks. We're erasing that chin area. This is all going to flow into each other, just like that. I'm going to just lighten up this middle line just so we can really see our features well, but we still want to just have a vague idea of where the center is. All right, so now that we see our, you should probably be able to see where you just erased just a little bit. And we're just going to make a very light chin mark there, almost like a tiny little smile, not too curved, keeping it nice and like kind of not too curved, Yeah, we're just a little light smile right in the chin area. And then we're going to go up just a little bit further here. I'd say about just an inch. And we're going to make a mouth that kind of is almost like a frown that goes all the way across the face. Another curved line going all the way across, almost hitting the cheeks, but not quite. We're going to give it one more little line underneath the mouth here, just like we made before for the chin. And this is going to be Bob's bottom lip. Because this character is very just like simple with the lines, we're going to make sure that we're trying to not stray too far away from the original, because even the simplest change of a line can make his eyes look very expressive or his mouth look a little bit more angrier than we want. We're trying to give him kind of like a shocked look today. So today we're also going to start with our mustache. We're going to start with our nose first before our mustache, because our nose is on top of our mustache. We want to do everything that's kind of in front of the thing before it. So we're going to make a little U shape, not too far above the mouth here. Nice U-shaped nose, not too long, not too short, just like this right in the center. And then for the mustache, he's got a very bumpy cloud-like mustache. So you're going to start to just on a slow decline, make a cloud-like bumps going all the way across. It's a nice caterpillar right across the top lip. Just like that. All right, and we want to add some darkness to these areas. And if you are going in later with color, which I hope you do, you can leave this part empty and leave it for then. But I just want you to see where the darkness lies in his lovely mustache. This is his staple. Bob wouldn't be Bob without his mustache. Like a naked mole rat. All right, so here we go. We're going to go moving on up to his eyes. We can see that his eyes are actually pretty close to his nose. So we're going to keep this eye pretty close. So we can see that it's about like just a small distance away. So we're going to just make a little mark that far away from the eyes. And we're going to make a very square like oval. So the bottoms are rounded, but the sides of the eyes are pretty straight going up. Curving around the edges here. All right. And just connecting it back together on the top like this. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. And just starting at that little dot that we made, keeping that line straight on the side and then curving it at the top. Straightening it down on the sides and curving it down on the bottom. All right, feel free to just do the head today, but I think we should do just at least the chest area. He's got such a, I love his like little slumped shoulders that he's got going on. So now that we've got the eyes, we're going to add 2 little dots, 1 in each eye. And he looks pretty intense right now without any of his little lines in his face. So these lines, like these little lines that are above that we do on like the Oh, and I also want to say hi to Guli400 on TikTok. What's up? Thanks for watching. And we are going to make these little eyebrow curves right above, and they really change the expression. They do kind of soften the face just a little bit. And we're going to do the same things with 2 lines underneath. Let me know what your favorite Bob's Burger character is, because it's definitely a mixture for me between like Tina or Gene, because Gene always reminds me of my little brother Wolf. No offense, Wolf. No, actually, no offense. There shouldn't be any offense. Gene is like so cool. He's just like a little awkward taco. All right, so now that we've got all the face details, he's like a bald egg. He looks like a spoon with a face. So why don't we go in with the hair? We're just going to make a nice swoop going across the forehead, getting slightly close to the eyes here as we do this. And we're going to make like 4 little shark fins on the side, just like this, swooping them as we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're just going to curve that around right to the corner here. And that's going to be the first part of our hair. Adding just a little bit of shading. All right. Now he's got a little toupee. A spoon with a toupee. He looks so ridiculous right now. All right. Let's make him look a little bit more snazzy. We're going to bring his hair down close to the eye. See how close I'm coming to the eye here? As I curve it back out to the cheek. And we're going to go a little bit outward, out on like the outside of our little spoon head. And just have it bring it down around the chin. All righty. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to have that hair kind of curve in towards the face. Bring it a little bit further out. And bringing it in towards like a little bit further than the mouth. I realize this side is a little bit too long. We adjust as we go. We don't want to give him a bob. We don't want to make him look like Lord Farquaad or anything like that. All right. It's coming together. Here we go. Some nice hair action. And, you know, you can't really see it here. We're not going to get so detailed, but on the show, you could see a little bit of his bald spot up here. Feel free to add that part in if you'd like. All right. We got his hair. We got his face. We are almost there. You guys are doing a great job. I'm just going to do a little curve of the neckline here. And we're just going to like do a nice little curved upside down rainbow shape. I'm also going to erase some of my center line that I've got going on. All right. And now we're going to make his shoulders. He's got horrible posture, probably from working over the grill all day. And we are not even going to have, usually when you're drawing shoulders, you're going to have them go out straight, at least a little bit, and then curve down. But we are just going straight down, folks. Downward motion, doing the same thing on the other side, baby. Just like this. He's a butterfly of a man today. We're making him very symmetrical. Same thing on both sides. These are going to be the sleeves of his t-shirt. And now you gotta add some chest hair peeking out. I think he's like an Italian man, right? So he's got to have some chest hair. I don't know what that means, but you know. All right, so we are going to also make his apron. You can see that his apron is actually a very square neck. So if you want, you could go a little bit further down the shirt, even just start with a straight line, have it curve up slightly on the edges, just like so. And we're going to actually connect it right there at the curve of the t-shirt, nape of the neck. Just like so. So he's got a little bib. We don't want to give him a bib. We want to give him an apron. So we're going to have the same spot where we just stopped right at the end of the neck. And we're going to curve it down. Keeping it actually very like skinny here. Almost like he's got like a little tiny chest. but then rounding it out so we give him more of that like dad bod that he's got. All right, curving it out, giving him a little bit of a belly, just like this. One of my favorite parts of Bob's Burgers is that on his little whiteboard, he like changes the name of the burger of the day every day. And they don't usually like mention what the burger is, but some of them are so funny. Oh, whoop. Okay, this tiny pencil, man, I definitely recommend using a larger pencil. I got a bunch of these tiny pencils and they're doing me dirty. All right, so we're going to finish off this t-shirt with 2 nice curved edges just to complete the T. And just bringing our arms down to the bottom of our page, unless your page does not end where mine does. Don't make his arms too long. or do, take your own creative spin with it. But we are almost done. You can add a few arm hairs on our friend Bob. We're just going to do some lines coming down the edge here. I guess I didn't do that on my example, but that's important. He's a hairy guy. All right, and finally, we got to give him his little breast pocket with a straight line and a little slightly curved bottom. We're going to do like a little disconnected stitching there, a little pen coming out of the top, and there we have it. Mr. Bob Belcher. I don't know why I gave him an accent right there. But there he is on all of his glory. If you want to color him in, you only need 3 colors. You need like a tannish, peachy color, a nice dark black, and you could even use the pencil that you used to draw him with for the nice gray t-shirt that he's wearing. But that's going to be it today for our show. I had so much fun drawing Bob with you. Just like a little Bob Burgers fact. I don't know if that was written below or anything yet, but I think the show is actually based on the family being a bunch of cannibals, and that's what the first episode was going to be about, the family being a cannibalistic family that serves human meat. But they switched it up and made it a really fun children's show, and it's not just a children's show, it's for adults too, and I love it. Look how serious I am. Look at my face. All right, I will see you guys next time for another character drawing show. So I really want to draw your characters. I know you have a character that you'd love to see and you want to see me draw it, so hit me up, hit my line, email me at avivah@asnerfamilycenter.org. Okay, great job. Give yourself a little relaxing wrist movement, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay creative, stay crafty. Adios. Bye, everybody.